This cocktail was rediscovered and made popular by a guy in Japan, but actually, it's over 100 years old. I'm gonna show you 3 ways to make it. The original way, the modern way, and my way. Ueno-san, moshiwake gozaimasen. I have made a grave mistake. This is the Hunter cocktail. To the bar. This is a very interesting cocktail. I've had some requests on the channel to do this one before. I haven't had it that many times, but I'm rather intrigued by it because it is popular among small circles. And even reputable sources say the origins of this cocktail are unknown. We know nothing about it until it was made popular around 2010. It turns out you can find pretty easily first record of this cocktail. Now we don't know who created it, but first print of the drink was in 1908 in a book called Jack's Manual by Jacob Grohusko. And it's a 2-ingredient cocktail. In there it says 75% rye and 25% cherry brandy. Then when they say cherry brandy back then, they're referring to a cherry liqueur. And it's not the only place it shows up. It pops up in other cocktail books. In fact, it's in the Cafe Royal cocktail book. Although the measurements are a little bit different, but still, it's just 2 ingredients, a very simple drink. Fast forward to 2010-ish. This cocktail is brought into the public eye over in Tokyo. Actually, Tokyo would be, no, this way. I don't know which way Tokyo is. In Tokyo, Japan, around 2010, at Bar High Five, it was made popular by Hidetsugu Ueno, or if you're in Japan, it'd be Ueno Hidetsugu-san, which is awesome. That's great. But he made a couple changes. One is he swapped out that rye whiskey with bourbon. That we know. And he's using cherry Heering as the cherry liqueur, the cherry brandy, which I imagine is what was used in the original recipe. Now, everybody says, well, the Hunter cocktail, this great drink, is made with bourbon whiskey, cherry Heering, maraschino liqueur, and orange bitters. So it's quite different from the original. And I don't know who was actually the first person to bring in the other liqueur and the bitters, but doesn't really matter. That's what's considered the Hunter cocktail today. But it looks very different than the original, the simple, early original. I like the simple drinks. You know, you think of a Rusty Nail, a Godfather, they're just so easy to throw together. So today, I'm going to make the original specs of the cocktail and taste that up against the more modern specs that has the addition of the maraschino liqueur and the bitters. And then of course, I'm gonna make my version of it. So, now the booze. Today's video is sponsored by Original Grain. Original Grain makes rugged and unique watches from reclaimed materials like Jack Daniel's whiskey barrels, Taylor guitar tone wood, military ammo crates, and more. They use quality Japanese movements and donate proceeds to planting trees and helping veterans with PTSD. So you're not just buying a watch, you're backing a mission. Every timepiece tells a story, and no 2 stories are the same. I've got a few different watches here. This one I am wearing is made from reclaimed German oak beer barrels. I like it. It really is a statement. I've got 2 from the Jack Daniel's collection, and I've got 1 here from the whiskey collection that I absolutely love. This one is super easy to dress up or down. This is just a small sampling of the huge collections that they have, and with different styles, there's bound to be something for you or your friend or your dad or that person that says they don't need anything this year. We're in the gift giving season. So right now, you can shop their Better Than Black Friday sale and get $100 off any of their timepieces. And when you make a qualifying purchase, you will get a free $50 gift card for the next time you make a purchase. Plus, if you click the link down below and use code HONORS at checkout, you will get an additional $50 off for a total of $200 in savings. So if you're getting that gift for somebody else, you might as well pick up a watch for yourself. That's how I roll. I don't buy gifts for people, I just buy gifts for me. Thank you, Original Grain. Onto the film. To make the original Hunter cocktail, we'll need rye whiskey and cherry Heering. That is it. For the rye whiskey, the base, I like 100 proof because it's gonna hold up to the richness of the cherry Heering. As for the cherry liqueur, cherry Heering is gonna be the go-to. So with that, let's build. So we are going to serve this up, get your glassware chilled, and I'm gonna make this a small one because we're just sipping on it. We were told in the recipe, 75% rye, 25% cherry brandy. We can really scale that up or down really easily. So let's start with the rye whiskey. 1.5 ounces of rye whiskey and 1/2 ounce of the cherry Heering. Pretty easy. Add ice and stir. Strain off into a chilled glass. There it is. The original Hunter. So I'm gonna give this a quick taste and then we'll move on to the modern version. Cheers. Oh, that's really good. Oh, that's really nice. With the rye has a nice spice. You definitely get the richness from the cherry liqueur, and that the spicy rye holds up to it. So it's a nice balance. I gotta say, I don't really know that you need to tweak this cocktail much at all because it's already a delight and easy to make. When I first came across the recipe, I was under the assumption that this was a bourbon cocktail. So when I had my first Hunter, I had it with bourbon. Now my understanding is that Ueno's version is the bourbon version. Personally, I like the rye simply because that spice cuts right through the richness, the sweetness of the cherry Heering. Of course, I don't know Ueno specs. This is my preference, you do you. Ueno-san, moshiwake gozaimasen. On to the next recipe. Somewhere along the line, the specs changed and we get more ingredients added to it. So now let's move on to the modern recipe. I'm gonna take the original ingredients here. We are going to swap out the rye whiskey with bourbon. We are also gonna add maraschino liqueur and orange bitters. So let's make it. We're gonna do a full 2.5 ounces of bourbon. That's a good amount of bourbon for the drink. So I'm not going with a super high proof whiskey for this. 1.5, 2.5. And if you were to compare the bourbon with the rye, the bourbon's gonna be a bit richer, a little sweeter. Okay, 1/2 ounce of cherry Heering. Here we go. 1/4 ounce of the maraschino liqueur, also made using cherries, but very different. Not a substitute at all. And then 3 dashes of orange bitters. Add ice and stir. And this is the one everybody raves about. I don't even know that they tried the original. All right, grab your glass, drain off the cocktail. And this one gets garnished with a cherry. Here we go, just like that. There we have the modern Hunter cocktail. Cheers. Okay, honestly, truthfully, this to me is a completely different cocktail. There's only a 1/4 ounce of the maraschino liqueur in there, but that's what I get first and foremost. There's a richer, just kind of vanilla oaky bourbon. The orange bitters is nice too. It's a very nice cocktail. I actually taste probably the cherry Heering the least, but yeah, man, I would almost say night and day. They're very different. Okay, maybe not night and day, but like evening and night. So as you can see, there has been quite an evolutionary leap that has happened between these two cocktails. And in the spirit of yet another new take, I have created my own version of the Hunter cocktail, but I'm calling it something different. So I give you the Huntsman. It's not that different, but it is different. This is a little awkward. It's Anders from the future. I have made a grave mistake. I am currently looking at the Bar High Five menu, and they have a drink on there called Huntsman. It's bourbon, Chambord, and orange bitters. I'm sure it's wonderful, but I assure you, I had no idea when I named my cocktail. So I hope all of you go to Bar High Five and try the Huntsman, and I hope you still try mine. And again, I am sorry to High Five Bar. So that's that. The Huntsman. So for that, we're gonna go back to the original recipe with rye, the cherry brandy, and Benedictine. These are the 3 ingredients we're gonna need. What am I doing here? What I wanted to create here was based off of the original recipe. I wanted to drink a little bit more like a rusty nail. You know, this is the time of year where I really like a rusty nail. I like a Godfather. I like something on a big cube that has some sweetness to it, but some herbal component. Really, if you really want to just take a brief moment and nerd out with me a little bit here, I am using the same ratios that you'll find in the Cafe Royal cocktail book, which is 2 parts spirit, 1 part liqueur. The only difference is I'm splitting the liqueur between the cherry Heering and the Benedictine. So it's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Also how I like to drink my rusty nail. Okay, so let's start with the booze. We got 2 ounces of rye whiskey. To that, oh, by the way, rye whiskey, I think rye is cool. I feel like, you know, everybody likes bourbon is like the cool kid on the block and like a peaty scotch and all this stuff, but nobody talks about rye. And I feel like rye whiskey, if you're into cocktails, you gotta have a lot of it. In fact, I need to pick up some more bottles. And if you need to pick up some bottles, you know where to go. House of Bitter Bears, that's right. Now let's go move right on to the liqueurs. 1/2 ounce of cherry Heering. Finally, 1/2 ounce of Benedictine. Benedictine. Yeah, that's Benedictine. So you look at this and you think, that's a full ounce of liqueur. Well, that's true, but we're going to strain this off onto a large cube so it can slowly dilute. This is one that we can sip over time. Add ice and stir. It's almost Thanksgiving here in the States, and when I was grabbing the ingredients for this cocktail, I wanted to use Wild Turkey 101 rye for this cocktail because of Thanksgiving turkey, and I thought it would be like a little Easter egg thing that you guys could freak out about, but I only had a very little bit of the Wild Turkey 101, so that also works well in this drink. Man, I gotta tell you, I'm making a lot of noise here. I stir this clanky clanky. That's not what you want when you're stirring a cocktail. It should be silent. Good enough. Good enough. Get her done. We are going to serve this one on a big cube. If you don't have a big cube, consider making one. But if you've already gone this far, just pour it on the rocks. That's fine too. It's my cocktail, so I'm fine putting my hands on it. But you can use ice tongs if you'd like. Here we go. The beautiful cinematic part. I'm gonna express orange oil across the top. The orange, you know, it gives it like a nice warmth that I like. Hit the sides, discard, and there we have the Huntsman. Cheers. Oz, would you like to join me for this last one?
Okay.
Finally.
Hello.
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 All right.
Okay.
Welcome.
Oh, thank you.
So we've got a little lineup for you. Why don't you go chronologically?
Okay.
So we'll start with the 1908
Well, I'm
version.
super jazzed about this. Oh, it smells good. That is pleasant.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's warm. It's like room temperature now, but even then, even
Yeah.
so,
Right.
it's delightful.
You know, obviously there's a richness from the cherry brandy, the cherry liqueur, but I think if you're a Manhattan drinker, you'll enjoy this. So keep that in mind. And here we
Can I
have
keep going?
Yeah, a modern recipe for the Hunter.
Modern day Hunter of today. Oh, different. It's good though. I don't know if I'm making this up, but there's like a caramely quality to it.
Ah, could be like the toastiness from the oak in the bourbon.
Oh,
There's a good
maybe,
amount of bourbon in
maybe
there.
because of the bourbon.
All right, and finally, the
Hey,
Huntsman.
the Huntsman. Okay, this looks delicious as well. Cheers, everyone. Oh.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah? Okay, good,
yeah.
good.
It's good.
Yeah, I haven't tasted it yet.
It's yummy. This is a yummy like after dinner sipper.
Is it too sweet?
No. Like you said, if you like a rusty nail, I think you're gonna be chill with this. Yeah. And I will say I'm heavily biased. You
Yeah.
can't, I'm not an objective, I'm not being objective right now. Also, this isn't fair because these two are warm and this is the freshest one and it's
right,
cold.
that's true. Oh no, I think that's great.
Hey, it's good.
I really think that's
I know,
good.
it's really good.
Yeah, this is really nice. In fact, it's not like an overly cherry flavor. You get a lot of the herbal, the kind of a honey sweetness. After dinner drink, this is the perfect time of year for it. I really
Yeah.
hope that everybody starts making this. All right, so the Hunter, have you heard of it? Do you make it?
Have you been to High Five?
Have you been to High Five in
Yeah,
Tokyo?
in Tokyo. We've never been.
Yeah.
We went to
Gen Yamamoto.
Gen Yamamoto's.
Yeah. Which is outstanding.
Outstanding.
I want to go back. Let me know in the comments down below if you have a preference, if you already know of the Hunter and you have a go-to recipe.
Ueno-san, thank you for bringing the Hunter back into the modern day spotlight.
Thank you, Original Grain, for sponsoring today's film. Ueno-san, itadakimasu.
いただきますじゃねえよ。じゃねえよ。OK、さようなら。
さようなら。
また次回。
Cheers!